Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be showing you how I air dry with the silk scarf method. What you'll need is a moisturizing serum, a brush of your choice, preferably a like a, not a hard brush, but maybe medium, a rat tail comb, a wide tooth comb, and a silk scarf of any size, doesn't matter. Okay, so first, what you'll need obviously to air dry is wet hair. I just washed my hair and I did a deep condition with Fantasia Icy. I did that for about a half an hour. I also had olive oil and coconut oil in my hair, and my hair is so soft, you guys. So now what you want to do is, I've already done some, but I'll put a bit more just to show you how I apply it. Is I put olive oil moisturizing shine serum in my hair. I put this in my hair so that it won't dry out. I don't use it as a moisturizer, but I use it just so that my hair won't dry brutally. I don't know if you can see that, but I use about that much. It doesn't really matter how much you use. It really doesn't matter. Especially if you're, well, if you're not using any heat, which I'm not, I'm going to keep past. I'm not really going to keep past. I just don't feel like using heat. Then you would not use as much so that when you do straighten your hair or do whatever you want to do to it, it isn't weighed down. Okay? So now that I got that, make sure you get your ends. Now that I did that, I'm going to do the silk scarf. Now when you do the silk scarf, I prefer my part in the middle when I do things like this, or when I do any protective style. Most of the time I have my part in the middle. So I said get a rat tooth comb so that it's easier to part, so that your part will be straight. So I'm just going to take my comb and go straight back. Alright, it was pretty straight already. You might have a few flyaways that you'll need to fix, but that should be no problem. Okay, now you're going to take your wide tooth comb and just gently detangle. Okay, now that all of my hair is detangled, I'm going to brush the front back. I brush the front back so that because I am transitioning and I'm about 2 months post, I have a lot of new growth. It's mostly right here, but that's okay. I just need this part to be down because this is obviously the front. This is what's showing, especially with the protective style that I wear. So now what I'm going to do, I don't recommend this. If you don't have to if you don't want to. I have no problem with it. Taking this comb, which is very, the bristles are very close together. It's a very thin comb, thin tooth comb. I take it and I pull it back some, but I don't just rip it through. I do it really gently, just as you should, and I work it through. And I take my time because there is no rush, especially with my hair. I usually brush it back like this. Like this. Can you see it? How it is? And I just work those tangles through. And if I have a tangle that's really difficult, I'll just take the wide tooth comb and do it like that just to get it out. But right now I'm not having any tangles, just over here in the nut. Okay. Alright. So I've done this side. Pull it back. I'm going to take my more brush. I'm sorry, you're also going to need a moisturizer or some type of hold. You don't have to use gel. I'm not using any gel. Until, I do use gel, but I'll explain that later. But you do need a moisturizer or some type of hold that can hold this down. I use shea butter. So I guess that's cool. Maybe a leave-in conditioner. I need one. A leave-in. When I first started doing Protective Styles, my leave-in was simply conditioner and water. But I needed the water bottle for the greenhouse effect. And the method that I'm doing, which I'm going to also do a video on that as well. I'm doing this to get the tangles out. I'm doing a video on that as well, because I've done that every night since March 25th. And I love it, people. Love it. And I'm not detangling my hair. It's just sometimes it's really hard to get this part flat, because when I do wear my ponytail, I wear it down here, and it's really hard to get this part flat. So air drying it like this is pretty good. What you can also do is, I'll probably do a video next time, is air dry when you wrap it while it's wet, and then let it dry. Usually when I do that, which is how I first did my hair when I first started doing Protective Styles, is I did it overnight. Like, I would do that at night, and then I'd wrap it, and then I would take in a little bit more serum. It's so soft. Just to I'm sorry, I don't even know what I said. I just started over. What I was what I was saying was that I would wrap it at night, and then in the morning it'd be dry. A ponytail holder would be really useful right now. But I don't have one. But we will make do without it. Alright, so now that all of this is straight into tangle, I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to brush it down. I like it really flat because that ensures that my ponytail will be pretty flat if I start it off this way. And sometimes I can feel how I didn't get through the entire inside, and I just go back with my stencil comb, and now it's really straight. If I feel anywhere that's like that, I do it because I like my ponytails to be really flat, and I don't get any hair in the comb. I know a lot of people think they would think that you would get a lot of hair in the comb doing that, but I don't get a lot of hair in the comb because I take my time. It may seem like I'm rushing, but I'm just tugging at it. You don't have to be with a extra gentle where you don't get anything done. You still have to have some type of force, but don't have any type of force that your hair can't handle. Alright. So now that it's all straight throughout the base of my head, I'm going to take a moisturizer. The two moisturizers, well, three that I use is, well, two. The other one isn't a staple. Carol's Daughter Healthy Hair Butter and 100% African Shea Butter. I whipped it, but it got really sloppy. I don't know how that happened, but I whipped it with some coconut oil, and I also use it on my skin at times. So what I do is I take a little bit, about this much, because it's really thick. Okay? Rub my hand together, and I just put it on my hair. The shea butter can provide a hold. Not all the time enough hold for me, since my layers are so just out there. But it gives some type of hold, and it's very, very helpful. Okay. I also apply it to my ends while my ends are still wet. Sorry, it's my phone. Okay. Take a little bit more, as much as you think your ends need. And I put it on my ends. And let me say, that ever since I've been using shea butter, my hair has not been breaking, and I swear you to that. I swear that. I swear you to that. Because I don't know, I have a hair forum, well, I'm a member of a hair forum, Hair Lisa, and I remember doing a blog about how I didn't understand why my hair was shedding so much, because it usually doesn't, and I'm not used to that. And, you know, people were giving answers, you know, like, your hair normally sheds. I'm like, it's cool, I understand what they're saying, but maybe it's just me. But ever since I've been using this, the shedding has been going down. And I've only been using it since last week. So now you're going to take your scarf. After you do that, you're going to take your scarf. Mine is a really, really big scarf, but I fold it up until it is the size that I need of the amount of hair that I want to cover. So this seems like a good size. Maybe even smaller. No, I'm going to leave it like that because I want to cover the middle. This is where the ponytail holder comes in handy, because you can ponytail it up. I use this real quick. So you ponytail it up. This is a bracelet. That was real dinner. But you ponytail it up. You make sure everything is aligned the way you want it to be. Make sure my part. Sometimes my part looks really crooked to me. But it's fine. And you do this. And you take your scarf. And you just put it down. Over. And when you do this, try not to get it too high up, because then you'll have a dent in your hair. You don't want that, especially if you're wearing it down. So you put your scarf on, and then once you put your scarf on, you take it out. And when you take it out of the ponytail, you take your wide tooth comb and you detangle from here. Now here is when you just let it dry. This is all I do, and I just let it dry. Let it handle its business. It takes a little longer for my hair to dry since I'm transitioning, and I have about 2 months of new growth. So sometimes it takes my hair pretty long to dry the roots, but when the hair is dry and not the roots, I still go ahead and do my protective stuff. So now all you do is let your hair dry, and that's it. That's all you need. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll get back at you. Bye.